DD214 Network Podcast is for mature audiences only. Any videos, music, or entertainment not originating from DD214 Network is used and covered under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, also known as fair use. Opinions expressed are our own and do not represent any DoD or U.S. government entities as a whole. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. Viewer and listener discretion is advised. You are no longer alone now because we have you.
Good morning, everybody.
Howdy doody.
Yeah, definitely.
Good
duty.
morning.
Definitely duty.
You're feeling like duty?
I mean, this whole week has just been like it's been like a garbage truck filled with all the fucking like nastiest, like most rotten shit. Like
Yeah.
all of it.
Yeah.
All of it at once. All in your face.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the back of a fucking dumpster. Right? Like on the back of a truck. Like
This
Yeah.
week's one of those weeks, like, if anything else could go wrong, it's gonna fucking go wrong.
yeah, it's kind of like have you ever been like I don't know, like say like face fucked by the universe? You
All
know
the
what I
time.
mean? Just like where you just swallow the gravy because like it's not gonna stop. It's
Yeah.
it's like a straight like it's like a universe blowbang on your face. You know what I mean? Like just yeah.
Super used to it. Super
Oh,
used
at this
to it.
point, I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm shitting pancakes at this point, dude. I mean, I'm used to it, you know. But yeah, that's freaking. That was this week. That was definitely this week. Like,
Yeah, I mean, this week definitely was fucking insane.
what'd you do, Joe? What'd you do?
Fucking so I took Veterans Day off like I normally fucking do because
Okay.
it's fucking Veterans Day.
Hell yeah.
Huh?
Even though my company, it's not a paid holiday for the company. It's like, that's a fucking day that's made for fucking us vets.
It's your day.
It's my day. I'm
Your
gonna
day.
fucking take the fucker off.
Okay.
This is the first time I've actually taken it off in a couple of years. Just the past couple of years, because with working for my current employer, I was trying to work my way up through the ranks. So I was trying to, not take as much time off as possible, shit like that. Just ignored it, worked just to fucking show I'm a team player. I'm gonna fucking be here no matter what. Still a team player, still gonna be fucking there no matter what, still doing my damn job. But I finally was like, you know what? This year I feel like I'm gonna I was gonna take the Friday before off. So I was gonna take the 8th off because I initially was gonna do a brisket on the smoker for Veterans Day weekend. But then I couldn't find a good deal on a fucking whole brisket. So the butcher shop I typically go get my meat from, they weren't going to get a shipment of briskets in until after Veterans Day. So I ended up just saying, screw it. I'm going to move that date to Veterans Day instead of taking the Friday before. Then Tuesday, I wake up to a loud crashing sound in my fucking office.
Oh boy.
Not sure if you notice, there is an entire fucking desk missing.
What happened? What happened?
So I had 2 stand sit desks. The desks aren't fucking cheap by any way, shape, or form, but that was my older one. I've had it for probably 5 years now. The motors in the fucking legs gave out, and it fucking tilted
randomly by them fucking selves.
Yeah.
They just failed? Just literally just fucking failed like that?
Mechanical failure.
Absolute collapse.
Absolute collapse. Nothing broke, luckily.
I was gonna say how many thousands of dollars did you have sitting on that fucking desk?
Oh, fucking a shit ton.
And it just
But-
literally the table just failed. Just failed.
For me to have it at proper height for ergonomics when I'm sitting, even I have to have it raised a little bit because I'm not a short dude. I'm a bit tall. So pretty much what it did was the motors went out and it just flattened straight down to its base level, as low as it could go, which is too low for me to be able to sit at the fucking desk. So I spent, while trying to fucking work Tuesday, while dealing with phone calls from family up north because of a family emergency that happened and all this other shit, I'm trying to also move all of my shit off of my work and fucking podcasting desk onto the one good desk I still have. So now I've got, instead of two desks with setups separated, now it's one desk with everything fucking intertwined. So this is a bit of a fucking
Clusterfuck.
challenge trying to get everything to fucking work properly. I was having technical issues this morning, hence why I had to restart my fucking computer before we went live.
We still love you, Joe.
So
Absolutely.
so got all that done, then ended up having to make a fucking emergency trip up north to fucking upstate New York. Drove back down yesterday back home. I was initially I was gonna fucking fly, but then I got to thinking, I was like, it's just gonna be cheaper for me to hop in the fucking car, drive up here. Fucking drove up and drove right back after everything was taken care of yesterday. Drove right back down. I didn't get home till fucking 1:30 this morning, so I'm fucking dog ass tired. But yeah, that's my fucking
A, Joe. Fucking A. John, did you do anything for Veterans Day?
I chilled, I slept, and I ate.
Okay.
You know, I relaxed.
with
You
that.
know, the parade. There was a parade up the block from me,
Okay.
but something happened where like they changed the route last minute, so I actually missed the parade.
Huh.
You know, I don't know. You know, I heard it.
Right.
You know, I
Right.
heard it. You know, but there were a ton of other people who were kind of confused as well. But we ate. You know, I had lots of pizza, lots of meat. You know, and I mean, the whole week I've been kind of eating like a goddamn carnivore too. You know what I mean? Like I had pork chops last night, which was fucking delicious.
Okay.
But yeah, no, Veterans Day was a great day. Got a lot of love. I usually pretty quiet on like holidays. You know, I'll say like, oh, happy Veterans Day, Merry Christmas, and then like I'll kind of like be off the internet for the day and kind of just hang out and stuff. But it was a nice day. It was a really, really nice day. It was a really good. I kind of feel bad talking about it. It was a really productive week for me.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong
You
with that.
know, well, to start off, actually, I'll start off with this huge announcement that I am working on.
Okay.
In 2025, I haven't figured out the date yet. I'm working on a thing called the Clean Sanchez Annual. What the Clean Sanchez Annual is, it is one day, all podcasts live. Every Clean Sanchez Media podcast will be broadcasted every hour on the hour in sequential, hopefully, and I'm working on musical guests. This whole thing would be a culmination of all the work that everybody has done with Clean Sanchez Media, and I want to put it out in one day and then give everyone 2 weeks off.
I can dig it.
You
I
know,
can dig it.
something.
You know, best time of the year to do that? Fucking summer.
Yeah.
Especially for, I mean, you got to think, most of us were at that point. We all have fucking kids, right?
Well,
We all have kids that have summer breaks.
We don't take off. We don't take breaks on this show very often. So that's probably not the worst idea in the world to give us a couple weeks. You know what I mean? Like
exactly. And we've been doing this a while, and I feel like I want to do something really cool that will, not only have me show appreciation to everything that you guys have done for me, because you guys have done so much for me, and there was DD214, bong rips and video games and everything else. So I want to be able to give an appreciation back somehow. And I think doing the Clean Sanchez annual would be something fun to do. And we'll all do it. We'll do it right here in Mellon. Sure. The stream will stay on for whatever 8 hours straight. And people come in and out, and that's that,
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
So that I've been working on that this week.
Joe, did I see a fucking yellow jacket? Are you drinking a yellow jacket? You fucking are, aren't you? Look at you.
My wife is watching that show too. She loves it.
It's fucking here. I gotta give Joe
his roses, right?
Yeah. I have it on this one. I was looking for the fucking Western song. Shit, since I'm drinking a good old Banquet.
Yeah. I didn't mean to interrupt you, John. Sorry.
No, it's okay. I've also been kind of in my head thinking about what I can do for veterans too on a smaller scale as far as podcasting goes. So I've been thinking about a few things. I'm not sure where I'm going with that yet. And then this week, maybe Scolini might have heard of it. The Unreal Engine 5.5 got released this week. People have been testing it out for the last couple months and stuff like that, and I kind of been dabbling with the character creation and stuff like that. And man, if you look at some of the videos that have come out with Unreal 5.5, we're gonna have some magic coming out within the next couple of years if we have some really good, passionate developers doing something.
I mean, I'll have faith in the gaming industry when the gaming industry gives me a reason to have literally any fucking faith of them ever again.
You're gonna be excited because there's gonna be a 6-episode series coming out on Clean and Friends about Paradise. And
the game?
Yeah. So we have new information. We have guests. There's a silver bullet. The silver bullet's there, and we actually there was a guy that went.
No, he's not talking about fucking Coors Light.
Yeah, and there was actually a guy that went over to the building where their address is listed. So that was another funny thing, and there was nothing there. But working on that too. Working on that too. But yeah, man, it was a pretty good week. Ate a lot of pizza. Worked on a lot of podcasts. I streamed a little bit this week.
You could literally eat pizza every fucking day.
I do.
You'd be fine, wouldn't you? You'd be fine.
I do.
I was going to say, why does that not fucking surprise me that you ate a lot of pizza this week? It's one of the things that we can just consistently say. This week in John's fucking life, he ate a lot of pizza.
Yes,
100%. You can bet the house. John ate some pizza. He ate some pizza, guaranteed.
And it was delicious.
delicious.
I ate something really fucking good this week too, and I can't remember what it was. So it must have not been that good.
Did you go to a restaurant? Was it a restaurant or at the house?
No. We don't usually go out to restaurants, but there's actually one opening up not too far from us that's caught our attention. It's a pizzeria restaurant, but it's one of the one of those fancy ones. But yeah, it's pretty exciting.
Fucking pizza in the name. Fucking boom. John's interested.
Yeah. I got my first Twitch paycheck too.
Okay, how'd that go?
Really good. I bought me some pipes, so I'm pretty rewarded myself. And and then let's get to some reviews real quick.
Okay,
or do the wise.
I'm down.
Make sure whatever you use that money on, you can fucking write it off on fucking your taxes.
Really? So I could put these pipes?
No. It has to be it has to be something that's related to your business.
Yeah, you have to.
So
I review. Remember, I do cannabis content. I reviewed this.
It's got to be related to your Twitch channel directly.
I did do it on Twitch.
Where the paychecks come from.
I did do it on Twitch.
You need to talk to an accountant.
No, I don't think cannabis and products and stuff are tax write-offs.
Well,
you can't use those as tax write-offs.
What if he was
doing it perspective?
What if he was doing it with alcohol though, Joe? It'd be the same. If he was sampling different beers, would that
federal
not be
perspective though? You can't write off because alcohol is not illegal on a federal level. That's what I'm looking at here.
Yeah, but states' rights.
he can write it off on the state level, but he can't write it off on the federal level.
Listen, I don't know where this is going to lead to. I'm not a fucking lawyer, but I'll find one and we'll figure it out together. We're going to figure it out together, guys.
Get an accountant first. Get a fucking accountant first.
I'll ask the Chat GPT what they think.
Okay.
I also released a new veteran-centric new show, the rebrand of The Artificial Mind, called The Artificial High. It is with me and my boot camp buddy, Strobridge, and we're going to be focusing on cannabis and veterans and talking about stuff like that. And then we got some reviews. The Penguin.
How was it?
Let me tell you something, man. When you write a story about a bad guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you write them as a good guy, and then you come towards the end of the show and they remind you how much of a bad guy he really is. It's a good recipe. It's a good recipe. There was a big pull under the rug. No plot twist, to be honest with you. This show didn't really need one, but there was a huge pull of the rug with emotion and how this production team portrays a villain, and we have a perfect villain right now.
Okay.
Squilini, what are your thoughts on it?
I mean, so overall, the whole show, like the whole encompassment of the show is we've got Oswald Cobblepotts. He's not quite become the big mafioso of Gotham that he was in the comics and stuff yet.
Yep.
Like, he's not made it to that status. It's his coming to story. So he starts off, he's just a fucking driver for the Falcone family. He's not this big fucking criminal, but he's smart. He knows he's learned and picked up the business tactics from the mafia families that he's worked for. Yeah. And we see that develop over the course of the 8 episodes of the show in total. And then in the end, after he's practically lost fucking everything to try to take over the fucking underworld of Gotham, we see him truly turn into the rogue from Batman's Rogue Gallery that he is.
Very comfortably too. Like they did it in a way that grounds it to a point that it almost kind of makes you forget that there is a Batman in this universe. You know what I mean?
I definitely forgot that the Batman existed as a movie.
We know.
Yeah, I mean, and that's my thing. It's like going from the fact that this is based in that same universe, this show hands down
is way better.
Way better than the fucking movie, than the Batman. And I just feel like that's because with the show, they weren't rushing like they were to push out another fucking Batman movie.
They put out a lot of story. They put out a lot of story.
They deep dove. They fucking looked into a bunch of different characters. They didn't just try to rush a script and get a movie pushed out for the sake of pushing out a movie.
I really felt bad when I watched that movie because I wanted it to be good.
You did.
I really did. I did too. Good. And for the first 30 minutes, I thought it was going to be for the first 30 minutes.
I have to say too, like you guys know, I've spoken openly about this. I love that movie, but every time I watch that one scene, that one scene really does bother me.
Well, and that's
but like it is kind of like the way that it was done. The scene, and for context, it's the scene where Batman jumps off the building and he fucking smashes his face on under the bridge. Was it? Yeah. He like hit under the bridge and then he fucked himself up.
Like I'm using a glide suit and shit. The dude would be dead. He would have been cut in half. It would have been cut in half.
So that I mean, and I actually I agree with you, Jay. I agree with you. Like that specific scene really does take the immersion out of the film. But you know, that's we're talking about the Penguin
Well,
here.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, the show, I would give it an 8 out of 10. And that's just because I felt like
That's fair. Yeah.
unlike the Batman, they didn't try to go as dark with the shooting styles, because Matt Reeves, the director of both, you know, the overall encompassing fucking head of both the show and the fucking movie, his shooting style is usually more darker, like noir crime style filming. However, with
Going
the
on,
Penguin,
jamming.
they didn't make the atmosphere as fucking dark, which made it easier on the fucking eyes as a whole
Yeah.
and better to fucking keep your attention throughout the entire story.
Yeah. It's so
Um,
interesting, man. They wrote it so good. They
And
wrote it
each
so good.
episode fucking made you want to come back for more. Like, they've already said there's going to be a second season that's going to take place between. So with the DC universe, the way everything's going now with James Gunn heading it up
Yeah,
is
this is Elseworlds.
we're going to have the DC universe. No, this is actually separate. This isn't Elseworld either.
Oh, so it's just its own universe.
This is the Matt Reeves Batman universe. So they're doing this. The Batman with Robert Pattinson has its own universe within DC cinematic extended universe.
Yeah. And
So
I hate to say this too. It's not gonna last. It's gonna be so good, but it's not gonna last. I can tell you right now, after this second movie, it's gonna be over.
Well, they've already got it slated. So second movie's happening. Then we're gonna get season 2 of the Penguin, which is supposed to take place between the second movie and the third movie. So I mean, I'm interested to see with how they did the Penguin. I'm interested to see if they learned anything and if the next Batman movie is better than the first one.
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they learned.
I'm not gonna go see it in the theater. I'm gonna wait on you guys.
No, I didn't even go see
like,
the fucking last one in the. I didn't go see the first one in the theater
because
I already knew.
I'm the comic book guy too. So like I'm in there like fucking. So I mean, but while we're in the theme, it is Batman. The new Absolute series came out in the comic books, and you know I have a deep love for comic books and like the way that to me they're modern day hieroglyphics. You know, they
one way of looking at it.
Yeah, you know, they tell beautiful stories, and they introduced the new Absolute series. And this comic series is the reason why I feel like this universe is not going to last, because this Absolute series, people think that the Batman movie is grounded. This world that was created by Darkseid, you know, it's brand new, it's different. Wonder Woman was raised in hell.
Nice.
And the word God is banned to her people.
Nice.
Yeah. Superman is weird. I don't know how to explain it. His absolute character is like more, I guess, like kind of geopolitical in a way.
Okay.
I need to wait for the next issue. I'm not getting a lot of understanding much about what's going on with Superman, but Batman's not rich. His dad's a teacher. His mom is a social worker who's in politics. He's not rich at all. You know, he played football for a high school. He wasn't a popular kid. Regular Joe Schmo. And Alfred is a spy for some international company who's spying on this guy called the Player, who is Batman. And it's a lot better. And I feel like it's a breath of fresh air. And I guarantee you that within the next 10 years, we're going to start seeing depictions of this universe in film and TV.
Interesting.
Because it is just so grounded to the point that, I mean, the Absolute Batman #2 just came out a couple days ago. And we're talking about a relationship between Alfred and Batman. They don't even know each other. They're hunting each other down.
That's an interesting dynamic of, you know, an interesting twist on an old story. You know what I mean?
And like Killer Croc is one of his best friends, and he's a human, You know, there's no like weird stuff going on. And the Joker is the richest man in Gotham and he doesn't laugh. So new depictions. And then last thing I got is Yellowstone. Yellowstone came out last week. I know a lot of people are having a hard time watching it. There are certain ways to watch it, which we won't say here live. But a lot of people are worried about the absence of Kevin Costner on the show, right? And Kevin Costner's great, and him not being there, it's not the end all be all. When a major character is not on the show, that doesn't mean the show's gonna get bad. Yellowstone has a cast that can hold the rest of the show, how many episodes are left or whatever.
They
5,
have-
6, 8.
They definitely have a strong cast.
They
Like,
have
yeah.
they can hold it down without Kevin Costner being in the picture. You know, and that's really all I have to say about Yellowstone without giving spoilers. I think they're doing a good job. I think the cast are doing everything they can, and it's just so emotional, and I was gripped in. I was truly gripped in.
Okay.
Truly gripped in. So, I mean, find a way to watch. If you guys, I don't know how they're doing reruns on it. You know what I mean? It's airing. You have to watch it while it's live or something like that. You can't even get episode 1 on whatever. Where's my remote so I can even test it out? But yeah, I mean, that's all I got.
Okay.
That's all I got before I get to before we get into our topics today.
What are some of our topics today? Just out of curiosity.
Well, we got the Tyson Jake Paul shenanigan, the whole Netflix debacle, we'll call it.
Yeah.
What else do we have? The CIA heart attack thing I want to talk about.
Okay. Let's save that one for a little later. You want to start with Mike Tyson, Jake Paul?
Yeah, you guys kick it off. I have to get some water real quick because my
Go for it,
throat
man.
is
Go for it.
Well,
Joe, what'd you think? It's like I'll tell you what I think here in a minute, but mine won't be very long. So, like, why don't you kick us off?
So, I feel like there's a few things I'm looking at from this. First, we're gonna look at the whole buffering quality issues that we had. Now, being someone that works in the tech field, I understand this is Netflix's first premium live event of a major sporting thing they've ever done. We do have Christmas Day coming up with football because all football is going to be airing on Christmas Day via Netflix in December.
They better get a lot better, a lot faster.
Hold on. Wait, did you bring up Raw?
Hold on. Haven't gotten there yet. With the Jake Paul Tyson fight, though, here's the thing. A lot more people were trying to stream that than are going to be trying to watch, then we'll be watching football.
Are you sure?
Because we're looking at football is primarily North America.
Yeah, but there's still
that Tyson fight was global. The numbers came out. The amount of people trying to stream that fight on Friday was in the billions.
I don't know.
But
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
this was their first attempt at something this huge for a sporting event. They did end up figuring out what the root cause of the problem was eventually.
Okay.
And they've claimed they've got it fixed, and this shouldn't happen going into football in December when we have the Christmas games on Netflix, or come January 6th when Monday Night Raw starts airing live on Netflix.
They've been airing football on Twitch, and that's been doing great.
So it's been airing on Twitch on Thursdays because Amazon owns Twitch. Amazon has the rights to Thursday Night Football. Henceforth, Prime's Twitch channel, the Amazon Prime Twitch channel, shows the fucking football games there also.
It's pretty cool, to be honest with you.
I don't know, man. It's getting kind of hard to keep up with football when I have to have 15 different fucking streaming services and fucking like I can't keep track of like where to watch the goddamn games anymore. Like,
I mean, so we
that's
haven't
a major problem with all sports too. Like all the sports apps are fucking terrible with that.
Well, I mean, look at what is it? Fucking Apple TV has MLB and fucking Major League Soccer.
Yeah.
Fucking Netflix is gonna have fucking professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm. I got no, dude. I can't.
Wrestling.
I can't keep up with half of my sports anymore. I live locally in Kansas City, Missouri, and I can't even watch local games like the ladies soccer team, the men's soccer team. You know what I mean? The fucking Royals half the time because bars don't even carry the fucking bars. Bars still have fucking cable and satellite. You know what I mean? They don't have all the different streaming fucking platforms to watch local sports. Literally local to us. You know what I mean? And I can't keep up
bullshit.
with it.
It's bullshit.
Especially when you live in the motherfucking city. Like, how do you expect anyone to care about your local team if nobody ever gets a chance to even watch it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's ultimately what it comes down to. And
it's so weird. It's like I need to live in Kansas City in order for me to watch a New York Yankees game. Like it's so crazy. You know what I mean? Like that's the
in essence.
It's so weird to me. And it's the same thing with football and soccer. Mm-hmm. Like I don't get it. Like, are you forcing us to have to go to the games? Like,
right.
Yeah. So I mean, there were a lot of fucking technical issues. With the whole fucking debacle Friday with the fucking Tyson Paul fucking mockery of fucking professional boxing.
Because it's so hard to make a mockery of boxing, right? Like, because that's never happened before.
Gosh, I mean, fuck. I think the last time a big mockery was made of boxing, of pro boxing, was when fucking Tyson fought Holyfield.
No, how about McGregor and fucking
the McGregor Mayweather fight.
Yeah, that was. I mean, at least McGregor.
I'm trying to fucking forget that one. Just like I'm going to try to forget this Paul Tyson fight.
At least McGregor showed up to fight. At least he showed up to fight. That's all I can say.
Man, season tickets to the New York Knicks. You know who else had tickets to the New York Knicks? The Menendez brothers too. Like they,
Jesus, way to fucking go there, John.
No, I'm just saying because like they're on a basketball card. They're on a basketball card. I don't know if you guys knew that. And it just came up to me the other day because I was just thinking about the New York Knicks yesterday. And when every time I think about the New York Knicks, I think about the Menendez brothers.
Because they're on that trading card.
Yeah, they're on the trading card. It's one of the most I think
it's like a collector's item.
Have you ever seen the card?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. It's like the in baseball, the Billy Ripken.
Yes.
Where he's holding the bat and it says "fuck face" on the bottom. You know what I mean? Like it made it past screening. You know what I mean?
No shit, Jamin. No shit. How was it?
Yeah, jamming. That sounds pretty cool.
Did he have the tigers? He has, right? He has tigers.
Yes, he did. I don't know if he still does.
Yeah. I know he's got the pigeons.
The trading card you're talking about's the fucking Mark Jackson one, right?
Yes, that's the one, and you can see them sitting in the back. It's one of the
picture of it.
It's one of the craziest.
There it is.
It's like one of the craziest, like, what timeline do we live in things that, like, you know, it's just like, oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
That one.
Yep, there it is. They're right there to the left.
Yep. That's those two right there. Yep.
Fucking crazy.
It really is. It really is.
So I didn't get to see all the fights because, you know, Netflix versus the internet was a thing that was happening. But
I got to see part of the fight before the ladies fight. And as soon as the ladies fight, like the intro started, like they weren't even walking out. Like as soon as the intro to the ladies fight started, Netflix crashed. It crashed out here, and like I gave up after a while.
That's a real shame because that fight. Did you get to see it, Scolini?
Yeah.
That fight was fucking crazy.
That one was, and I'm sorry, fucking Serrano should have took that fight. That was a bad fucking call.
Her eyebrow was flapping off of her face. Her eyebrow was off. Like, it was flapping, and she still
it was right below the eyebrow, like literally the eyelid area, like right where your eye socket is, your orbital bone.
And she continued to fight. She decided to continue fighting.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a
thing.
She
just kept packing fucking Vaseline in it to keep the fucking blood from spewing out.
It's all you can do,
Yeah.
With open wounds like that. So,
yeah, no, but I agree with you. Serrano should have taken that from Taylor. And then, like, the coach had said something too. He had said something. I didn't catch everything that he said because of the lag.
It was pretty much so. Taylor actually ended up having a point deducted because she kept intentionally headbutting fucking Serrano.
Yeah. Yes, I saw that.
Multiple warnings for headbutting, multiple warnings for fucking wrapping and, pretty much fucking holding to try to keep fucking shit. The commentators were fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. But, one of the commentators kept trying to make excuses for Taylor.
It was Mara Ronaldo and was it Brendan Schaub?
Might have been. Did I see Rosie Perez there?
Yes.
Rosie Perez was there also. Yeah.
Had no reason to be there. Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. Very 90s. Very, very 90s.
Indoor and outdoor jacuzzi, 8-car garage. That's.
But
it sounds like
fucking. They kept talking about how, we've got a fucking southpaw facing off, we've got a righty versus a lefty, so headbutts are gonna fucking happen. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm a fucking lefty.
Yeah,
I've gotten in the fucking boxing ring. I've never fucking professionally boxed, but I boxed back in the day, and there's a hell of a lot more fucking right hand fucking boxers out there than there are lefties. Yeah. And I've never once been in a fucking bout where I'm headbutting you on accident because I'm trying to because I'm opposite fucking hand from you.
Yeah.
Like, that's just a fucking bullshit excuse, in my opinion. They were trying to make up reasoning why the headbutting was fucking constantly happening.
Crazy, man. Crazy. But that fight was crazy. It was really crazy. And then a little bit around that time, we got to see Mike Tyson's butt cheeks, which was actually posted, which was posted by Netflix shortly after, and saying that his interview was cheeky.
You want to see how fucking far we can push this fucking butt cheek thing?
Yep, let's do it.
Okay, I've got a fucking great meme. Hold on.
I mean, oh man, are we gonna get in trouble? Because we're on Twitch too.
I don't give a fuck. Fuck them, dude. Just a couple of ass cheeks. You telling me, like, with all the bullshit, like we can play games basically sitting naked, right?
Here's the thing. I just got my affiliate. I don't know what happens if a pair of butt cheeks comes out on Twitch.
Please tell me you're not using your fucking main Twitch channel.
It's Clean Sanchez Media. All media gets played on there.
Definitely cheeky.
Lord.
Oh,
I mean, why was he naked in the first place? I understand comfort and stuff like that, but like,
it's Mike
Tyson, was he in the middle of changing? Was that what was going on?
It's Mike Tyson, bro. I got nothing.
That's fucking pretty much his fucking jock strap. That's why you just see ass cheeks. Yeah. So he was probably in the process of getting all of his fucking gear on, because it was coming up to the fucking time for him and Paul to be getting ready to fucking go out. But again, it's fucking Mike Tyson. Yeah. Those are Brooklyn's ass cheeks right there. I'm just saying. That is Brooklyn's ass.
Fuck. He does not and never has given a fuck. Mike Tyson's going to goddamn do whatever the fuck Mike Tyson wants to goddamn do.
Yes, he will.
Like, that's it. Like, nobody is going to stop him. No one is going to stop him.
I think that's pretty cool. I wonder if there's like let me see. Oh yeah, look at this. No sound.
What you got?
Where's his fucking house? Ohio mansion.
Oh, shit.
This is his home. It's nice.
It is. It looks.
Oh,
it
this
looks,
is the Vegas mansion.
okay. That's the one Jammin's been to. It looks like a
I'm
palace.
I'm assuming $3 million. That actually doesn't sound bad compared to all the other houses that these
You got to
celebrities
think
buy.
he had that house. He got that house fucking ages ago.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
guarantee you that motherfucker cost way more than $3 million now. Like when he purchased it, it was probably $3 million.
Yeah.
But now it's probably, you know, couple
10?
$100 million.
No, no. It wouldn't go up that much.
It
No,
wouldn't.
no.
Maybe
10.
maybe 20. I was thinking 20. Oh, Jammin Jet confirms. Yeah, yes, that's the one.
Let me do. I can. Is Tyson's Vegas mansion? So he bought it for $2.5 million in 2015.
Okay.
However, today it is $4.5 million.
Okay.
So
there you go.
So he's gained $2 million in fucking escrow.
That's awesome.
In 10 years.
Probably put a lot of work into that house then. That's the only thing I can think of. So let's get to his fight.
Let's.
Jake Paul, Mike Tyson fight for 2 minutes a round, which now I'm not familiar with boxing rules. Explain to me the 2 minute thing because I thought they were longer than that.
So, okay, so a men's professional bout is 12 rounds at 3 minutes a round. So technically we're looking at 3 minute rounds. So let's go back to the championship bout that happened, second match of the night.
Yeah.
Between the two Mexican Americans. That was a proper sanctioned match because it was 12 rounds, 3 minute rounds.
You talking about Serrano and Taylor? Wait, you're saying Serrano and Taylor?
No. The one right before Serrano and Taylor. The guy.
I didn't see that fight. I started watching during the female fight.
So there were two title fights that night. There was a male's title fight and then the Serrano Taylor title fight.
What was the male's title?
I think it was the welterweight. Hold on.
There were a couple fights that weren't too bad, honestly. I saw watching the replays, some of the replays. There were a couple fights that really weren't bad. They weren't terrible.
I'm looking up the card right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Barrios and Ramos.
Yeah. The Barrios Ramos fight, that was a sanctioned title fight.
Welterweight.
So it was welterweight. And that's so a professional fight for males is 12 rounds, 3 minutes per round.
Okay.
Because of Tyson's age, they came to an agreement to do 8 rounds at 2 minutes a round. But the boxing commission, the WBC, agreed that it was still considered a sanctioned fight because both parties agreed to the terms of the fight. Now, Serrano and Taylor, both Taylor and Serrano have been fighting to make women's boxing follow the same rounds and time length as men's boxing. So at the end of the Serrano Taylor fight, remember they were talking about fight number 3 happening and how the next fight's going to be 12 rounds at 3 minutes a round.
Yeah, because this is the second time they fought.
This was their second time. And both times now, Taylor came on top even though everybody felt Serrano should have won both.
Yeah.
Now, with that, though, both Serrano and Taylor feel like we're professional athletes. We should have to be held to the same standards as the males in our fucking sport and do 12 rounds at 3 minutes a round and not 10 rounds at 2 minutes a round. So they're trying to change the rules of fucking women's boxing also.
Oh, if that's what they want, give it to them. Right? If they want more rounds, if they want more time, give it to them.
If they feel they can do it, let them fucking do it.
Yeah, that's one aspect of boxing I'm okay with. If you can agree on the terms of the fight, then let them have it.
Just like I was fine with the Tyson Paul fight being 8 2-minute rounds instead of fucking 12 3-minute rounds.
And the gloves
because
are
I knew
lighter
they agreed
too, right?
to that. And the glove weight. So traditionally the gloves are 10-ounce gloves. They used 14-ounce gloves. So that just means they're a little bit more padded. The glove's going to take more of that shock from a fucking hit than like your face or whatnot. So they used a little heavier weighted glove for added protection too.
Well, I mean, it's not like, I mean, look, Mike probably hit Jake Paul 9 times. What a legend.
Well,
you know, 12
he landed
times.
12 hits.
I mean, other than the fact that, I mean, do we all agree that we think that this was a fucking rig?
It was never going to be a good fight. It was never going to be. I don't think Jake Paul has had a good fight yet. Like
I don't think so either.
Like aside from like knocking out,
looks good. He looks good when training, but training and fighting are two different aspects of
the fact
combat.
that the fact that he now counts as officially like a professional boxer in general is a travesty. He's not a good boxer. I haven't seen anything that's impressive about him from a boxing perspective since he came out. He's got knockout power, but he knocks out fucking washed up fucking has-beens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So,
like fucking like the dude is not impressive. It's completely
and that's one of the things. So Netflix did a little like 3 episode documentary leading up to the fight. I watched all 3. And at one point during all this, Paul's entire training camp changed except one guy, because when he lost a fight, his entire fucking team left him. And then he brought in a new fucking coach, and the new coach was like, the kid had no fucking fundamentals when I came in. He had none of the boxing fundamentals because his old team wasn't teaching him the fundamentals. They were just training him to fucking throw first and fucking hit hard so he'd just knock out his fucking opponent and not have to worry about actually fucking fighting.
Well, we'll see what happens in the future with them then.
So
did you
I can respect some of his work ethic. I know he is actually training. Okay. But if he wants people like me to have any respect for him, he needs to fight actual boxers his own age at his weight. Like, and I want to see how he does against an actual boxer. Like, not some fucking washed up tomato can.
Not a celebrity boxer.
Yeah, not
a fucking old MMA fighter. Not, you know.
Yeah, we're not crushing cancer. I want to see him fight an actual boxer. Which, by the way, the one time he did fight an actual boxer, what happened?
He lost.
Yeah,
that's that one loss he has on his fucking belt.
What is that? That's Tommy Fury, right? No, he beat Tom. I think it is Tommy Fury.
Hold on. I think it was.
Yeah, Tommy Fury.
Was it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean the Fury family. I mean, you seen what John does, flipping tables and throwing cake at people and shit. So those guys could actually get it done. But I mean, so interesting. What a weird world we live in. But I don't know if you saw the clip of it.
It was after the Tommy Fury fight was
when he announced the Tyson fight.
Well, that's when his entire fucking team left him, his training team, and he had to rebuild his team.
Well, it is what it is. Did you see that? Now, I watched this as it happened live, and it was pretty funny. The reporter, Ariel Helwani, was talking to Mike Tyson. He was like, "Is this it? Are you gonna retire?" And Mike Tyson was like, "Yeah, no, I don't know." And then he looked up and sees Logan Paul, and he was like, "I want to fight you next," like out of nowhere. And Logan Paul is just confused as hell. He's like, "Me?"
It's like, the
And
fuck
then
did I
he
do?
said, and then the
What did I
fucking
do?
the reporter puts the mic in his face, and I guess like Logan Paul just went into media mode. It was like, "What the fuck do I do here?" He was like, "I'll fucking kill you, Mike." And I was like, "What is
Well,
going on here?"
God
so
damn.
in fucking Logan's defense, he's in the WWE now. So he's
Mike
training
Tyson
on the
has
fucking
a
mic.
huge Mike has a huge
Tyson
history with
has a
the
huge fucking
WWE.
thing with Tyson's been involved with WWE in the past.
He was in WrestleMania. He was a
Yeah.
special fucking referee. Like,
So of course, one they fucking when
Those
when
were
Tyson
the
fucking
fuck
called
you
out
till you
fucking
love me
Logan,
days.
and Logan's fucking has the mic shoved in his face, he goes into fucking ring mode for WWE fucking, doing his Logan just went straight shooting a
He
promo.
went, it was instant. Like you could see it in his face, like the cat, like because he wasn't. You could tell he wasn't prepared for that at fucking
No.
all. Like,
No.
and because he was just like in the moment with his brother, like shaking hands with everybody, and then Mike Tyson said that, and then like Logan Paul wasn't even paying attention. He heard his name. He was like, "What? Me?"
fuck did I do? What the fuck did I do?
And then he was like, I'll fucking kill you, Mike." It was like, oh shit. So I thought that was a pretty funny moment. I don't know what Cedric the Entertainer was doing there as what is
A
it,
host, fucking
color commentator, I think they call him. And it was Cedric, and Jerry Jones showed up at one point too.
Well, I mean, they were at AT&T Stadium. Like, they were at fucking they were in Jones's house. Of course, Jerry Jones was going to fucking show up at some point. I was waiting for them to fucking just pan the camera around the fucking ringside audience and Jones just sitting there, but they never did that. They just, it was boom. Now he's sitting there at the commentator desk fucking talking to everybody. It was him and fucking Michael Irvin.
Yeah, okay. Michael Irvin too. It was very interesting choice. I mean, it looked better than what was the one that we watched, the Days In fucking fight that we watched a couple years ago.
Days In.
You know, the Days In, the DAZN fight that Jake Paul used to do when he fought.
Oh yeah.
Did he fight then? I can't even remember. It's so forgettable.
You're talking about before he started his promotion company, MVP.
Yeah. Yes.
Because the promotion company that did this fucking Tyson Paul fight is fucking Jake Paul's fucking promotion company.
Yeah.
Most valuable promotions. And then, I'm sorry, let's talk about the fact that he fucking, you notice the fucking body spray him and fucking Logan kept spraying and shit?
Yeah.
That's Jake Paul's own fucking company. And you want to know where the fucking shit's sold at? Walmart. White trash heaven.
God damn. I can't, like, you can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up.
His fucking, it's a fucking like deodorant, fucking body wash, shampoo, fucking line of fucking products for males. And it's sold exclusively at fucking Walmart.
Damn, you might have some Walmart fans come after you for that, Squillini.
Dude, fuck them, dude. Like,
do I look like I'm fucking scared?
Right? Right?
I fucking shop at Walmart, but I'm also not the guy that shops at Walmart looking like I just got fucking ran over by a truck.
I wonder if it, like, does his products, like, do their products smell like Axe body spray and failure? Because like
that's probably what it fucking
like what I imagine.
That's what Prime tastes like, and I bet you a Luxury tastes like that too.
Listen, I actually enjoy the fucking flavor of Prime, and it doesn't taste like fucking Axe body spray and failure to me.
I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying, like, freaking
not affiliated.
Both Paul brothers, like, that's what I imagine they both smell like. It's Axe body spray and failure. You know what I mean? Hey, good for them. They're failing upwards. At least they're failing upwards, right?
I mean, I will give it to the Paul brothers. They are entrepreneurs. They have some business sense. Keyword some. they could make some smarter choices. But
Did
that's about all I got to fucking say on that.
Did you guys did you see any of the UFC last night, John?
I saw the clip of John Jones fucking knocking out Stipe.
Yeah.
I saw that this morning.
Yeah.
That was at MSG, right?
I believe so, actually.
Yeah. MSG, one of the greatest arenas of all time, probably one of the last few that are standing, you know. And I saw that clip this morning. I didn't even know John Jones was fighting. I hear he's made a really good comeback after the comeback that he tried to make last time and then got arrested. And you know, but him and Stipe.
God's just testing him, bro.
How many times have him and Stipe fought? I feel like this fight has been in
that was it.
This is the first one. So this is the fight that we've been waiting for a couple years.
Yeah. Well, quite some time.
So it finally happened.
It finally happened. And we got
John Jones won.
Pretty much what we expected. Pretty much as expected. I don't think there was any big shocking surprises there. Like I love Stipe, but I was not anticipating him beating John Jones at all.
Oh shit! And Stipe said he's retiring.
Yeah, yeah. Well, dude, the motherfucker's like close to my age. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure he's older than both of you. So you know what I mean? Like it's he's getting a little long in the tooth to be getting his fucking face beat in for a fucking living. You know what I mean?
Was that was for a title, wasn't it?
Yeah, heavyweight title. Yep. John Jones and still.
What's so crazy how some of their stats are almost kind of similar. They're the exact same height. 10 pounds out of the weight. Age is way different. Reach, 4 inches. Their striking accuracy is damn near identical. Takedown accuracy, not so much. John Jones definitely has that by a long shot. The takedown defense, John Jones has that by a fucking landslide. So, I mean, holy shit. Were there any other good fights that happened, Jay?
Yeah, Charles Oliveira, and Michael Chandler.
Ooh, who won that one?
Oliveira in the 5th round.
So, what are your thoughts on Chandler right now? Because it doesn't look like he's living up to the hype.
He reminds me a lot of what do you call it?
I like the guy. I like him. I think he's great. You know, great for TV. He's a very talented fighter, but I just
he reminds me a lot of God damn it. A fucking little guy that used to fight John Jones all the time. Freaking he was like light heavyweight and heavyweight champion.
Oh, the fucking announcer.
Yeah, he's
the fucking announcer. Fuck, what's his name?
I keep wanting to call him Champ, but I'm like, that's not his name. You know?
Well, they call him that.
God damn it. What is it?
Daniel Cormier?
Yep. Yeah, Daniel Cormier. Michael Chandler reminds me a lot of Daniel Cormier. He's always been surrounded by somebody who's better than him. So he's like forever contender, never champion. You know what I mean?
I like how you said that, because that's perfect. That's like the perfect way to say it.
He's like the gatekeeper to the championship. Like the only people better than him are the champions or people about to be champion. You know what I mean? Like that's it. Like he will fucking mud stomp anybody else except the champions.
And Olivieri got through the gate.
Yeah. And fucking Oh, and it was a 5-round decision, by the way. But Oliveira won. So
interesting. But yeah, I mean, but again, Michael Chandler, he came in with he got injured when he first came in too. He didn't even get to fight. He was supposed to fight McGregor. And that apparently is supposed to still be happening next year. No one fucking knows what the hell's going on with that. No one knows what the fuck is going on with McGregor, period. So
right. Like I don't know what he I don't know. I don't Conor McGregor anymore is like, that's just another joke. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel that. Yeah, all right. So That was the fight. And you have anything else to cut into before we transition into the next?
Not off the top of my head, no.
All right, let's talk about some CIA shit.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
So I was reading these last couple days about a CIA heart attack gun. So let's set the stage. The Church Committee, uh, in the 1970s, America was rocked by revelations of shocking misconduct by its own government agencies. And the Church Committee officially selected the Senate Select Committee to study governmental operations with respect to intelligence activities. This was formed in 1975 and under the leadership of Idaho Senator Frank Church. And this committee was a direct response to a growing distrust in government in government, fueled by whistleblower accounts and investigative journalism that exposed domestic spying and covert operations. But the Church Committee didn't just scratch the surface, it unearthed some of the darkest secrets of the Cold War era. Agencies like the CIA, the FBI, the NSA, and even the IRS were implicated in practices that were not only illegal, but fundamentally un American, spying on citizens, manipulating foreign governments, and engaging in covert assassination attempts. But one of the most chilling discoveries was the CIA's development of a weapon that blurred the line between science fiction and reality, a gun designed to kill silently and without a trace. And this was the so-called heart attack gun, a weapon that would come to symbolize the extremes to which the CIA was willing to go in its Cold War rivalry within the Soviet Union. When I first looking through this stuff, I'm just like, holy shit, that's crazy. You know, because you always hear like in the stories and in the movies how they have these cool little like watch gadgets that shoot little needles and stuff into your eyes and kill you, or you know, stuff like that. But you never hear of a weapon that could kill you through a heart attack.
Until now. Now you've heard of one, right?
Now you've heard of one.
Yeah. There's like the Russians have shit that's basically poisons you with like polonium.
Yeah.
It's very, very similar. You just get shot with a dart basically, and you fucking get really sick and die like very shortly thereafter. You know what I mean? Like that's basically like, yeah, there's a lot of nasty fucking weapons out there. A lot of fucking nasty weapons out there.
And they're not friendly either. But yeah, I'm talking about the heart attack gun, and it's literally a weapon straight out of a spy novel. So, like, imagine this: a seemingly ordinary pistol, one that resembled a classic Colt M1911 handgun, but instead of firing bullets, it discharges tiny frozen pellets made of one of the deadliest toxins known to man, saxitoxin, derived from toxic algae blooms in shellfish. The weapon was equipped with a scope for precision and could silent fire a dart the size of a human hair, capable of traveling up to 100 fucking meters. Think about that. A dart the size of a human hair traveling at 100 meters. Would you even feel it?
He might for a second, but it'd be
feel like a pinch, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah. And then you die. Like that's it. Like,
oh man, so here's how it works. So once the dart penetrated the skin, the frozen pellet would melt, releasing the deadly payload into the bloodstream. And the victim would quickly experience symptoms of paralytic shellfish poisoning, tingling shortness of breath, and eventually paralysis, leading to respiratory failure. But yet the entire process could literally just take seconds. It could take you out in seconds, leaving only behind the minuscule red puncture wound, easily missed during an autopsy. So to an unsuspecting coroner, the cause of death would appear to be a heart attack.
Right.
You know,
as long as they don't do a toxicology report, right?
Yep, there we go. So the weapon itself was a marvel of sinister ingenuity, developed under a CIA program known as MK Naomi, which focused on creating incapacitating and lethal tools for covert operations. Mariambre, a CIA operative working in the Technical Services Division, was tasked with identifying undetectable poisons. So saxitoxin was her silver bullet, a toxin so potent that it needed only a minuscule amount to be lethal. And Dr. Nathan Gordon, a researcher at Fort Detrick, Maryland, devised the method for freezing the toxin into a dart small enough to be fired from the modified pistol. But it wasn't. It's like more than just theoretical, right? So the heart attack gun was real, and the CIA's own director, William Colby, presented it to Congress during the infamous 1975 hearings. And Colby described the weapon clinically, calling it a non-discernible microbionoculator, while skillfully dodging questions about whether it had ever been used.
Mm-hmm. Interessante, as they say
Yeah.
in Espanol.
Yeah. So what I think it's really cool about this is that it kind of it makes your imagination think that maybe the impossible is possible, to be able to make this was the 1970s.
Yeah,
Imagine what they could do now.
That's what I was literally just gonna say. That like I shudder to think what we have now. That's like some James Bond shit from the fucking 60s and 70s. Like imagine what the James Bond shit nowadays looks like. You know what I mean? Like good fucking luck. Good fucking luck. Because I'm sure there's some shit out there.
There's a really cool museum that we went to in New York called the Spy Museum, Spyscape.
Yeah, you've told me about that before, haven't you? Yeah.
Highly recommend. It's a really cool museum. I actually there's another one that's like a couple hours away from here too that I want to check out. But we're almost done.
All good, homie. All good.
For me, this was like making a book report. Like I actually was really happy with when I saw this. So the heart attack gun was a part of a larger pattern of CIA operations aimed at neutralizing foreign adversaries, many of whom were world leaders. And during the hearings, the committee uncovered the agency's extensive assassination program, which had targeted figures like Patrice Lumumba of Congo, Rafael Trujillo of the Dominican Republic, Ngo Dinh of Vietnam. I apologize if I butchered that. I just want to say I had a hard time trying to pronounce that name, but the pronunciation looks that way from the way I'm reading it. General Rene Schneider of Chile, and the infamous Cuban leader Fidel Castro, who reportedly survived dozens of CIA attempts on his life. And that's a whole nother deep dive for another day. But that's another crazy thing that I think he survived. I think he survived a couple hundred of them.
At least. Probably at least.
Let me see.
So yeah.
Assassination attempts on Castro. 634 assassination schemes or attempts.
Jesus. Like, yeah.
And he survived every single one of them.
He's a survivor. Well, I mean, not anymore.
No, yeah.
He passed away, but Yeah.
So the assassinations were intended to look like natural deaths or accidents, and the heart attack gun was the perfect tool for such clandestine missions. We were just talking about Castro, and I'm thinking about that mission in the first Black Ops. Thank you, babe. Where you actually invade Fidel's compound, and then you find out that it's not actually Castro. It was an actor. Pretend to be Castro as Castro actually left. Sorry, brain fart. But it was even unique on the other side of the Cold War. The KGB was also employing poison weapons. Jay, are you surprised?
No. I remember the tail end of the Cold War. I was just a child, but I remember the fucking Cold War, and anything we had, they had, and anything they had, we had, and there was this arms race basically, and who was going to have the bigger standing army, who was going to have more nukes, who was going to have fucking more secret agents,
and it wasn't about
in Europe.
It wasn't about how much you had. It's about what you had,
basically. And Russia has always done that. That's always how they played the game, and that's why they use human wave tactics still.
It's like we have a dick too. Look how big it is.
That's all they know. That's literally all they know. It's like, it is what it is. But point being, guaranteed the Soviets had a lot of fucking nasty secret agent type shit.
Yeah, and we actually have a perfect example. one example was Bohdan Stashinsky, a Soviet agent who assassinated 2 Ukrainian activists with a cyanide spraying gun. Their deaths, initially ruled heart attacks, were later revealed to be murders when Stashinsky defected to the West. Oh, what a coincidence, right?
Got away with it too, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yep, because he defected. Yep. How about that? Oh,
Yep.
crazy days we're living in. Crazy days
Yep.
we're living in.
And now the last part I have here was the fallout. So Nixon's ban and Ford's executive order in 1969. So when he imposed the ban on the development and stockpile of biological weapons, including toxins like saxitoxin, he ordered their destruction. But there's evidence that the CIA quietly ignored these directives, and reports surfaced of saxitoxin being warehoused at CIA headquarters with enough stored to kill thousands of people. Officially, the CIA claimed its biological weapons programs, including MK and Naomi, were halted in 1970, but skepticism remains. The Church Committee's findings led directly to policy changes. In 1976, President Gerald Ford signed an executive order explicitly forbidding U.S. government employees from engaging in political assassinations.
Yeah, like that ever fucking stopped anybody.
Yeah, exactly. It was a landmark moment in the American intelligence history, but it raised questions about the effectiveness of such bans in curbing covert operations.
Yeah.
So,
Could see that one coming a mile away.
yeah, so I mean, very interesting stuff. I think this is a nice little history lesson about things that were happening during the Cold War.
Well, it's good. It's good that we learn our history too, because that way we're not doomed to repeat it, as it sometimes might appear otherwise that we are repeating some history right now. But that's okay,
Yeah.
right? That's why we learn history.
The last time I saw someone use a poison was that one. Was he a general? I forgot which country he was.
I know the Russians have killed a few people in Europe. Like there was one guy in London. And
yes,
fairly recently, like within the last 10 years, you know what I mean? But like the Russians have been doing that shit for fucking years. Like they
and it makes
spike their tea or some shit, you know, and make them drink poison, like whatever.
And we're not spies. We don't know how it works. We don't know what their system is. We may think we know, but
we might have an idea, but we really don't know.
Yeah.
And really,
because I remember living in New York City when that female got arrested in New York. I don't know if you're familiar with that story. She was a Russian spy trying to build connecting bridges. Yep. And my wife and I saw her get arrested right up the block where we were standing when it happened.
You're right.
You know, and
I mean, you are kind of in the center of the universe, being in that close proximity to New York City.
It's scary. I mean? It's scary.
There's a lot of fucking scary people out there. There's people in Kansas City that, you know, as much as it pains me to admit openly and out loud, there are people in Kansas City that I would be terrified of to be in the same room with. And I think that should say a lot right there.
Yeah.
That I would be in fear being in the same room with some people. You know,
and then
go ahead.
And then I start thinking about national security.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I start thinking about like what's happening with the Paradise situation, right?
Yeah.
And what we were talking about a couple weeks ago, how I feel now it's starting to become a little scary now. We're coming into national security conversations, and these are things that people have been talking about since before the 1970s, you know?
Oh, yes. Well, and the internet changed a lot of things, but it did. If you have certain states that are bad actors and act in bad faith, they can exploit the internet for what it is. You know what I mean? And use the internet kind of against itself. And it makes it that much easier to spread disinformation and to sow chaos.
Yeah, the technological age ruined us.
I wouldn't say it ruined us. There are probably more advantages than disadvantages. But if there's no fail-safe, there's no guide rails for what is and what is not. And
Absolutely.
if you're raised on it, how do you know the difference between this is true and this is not true? How do you know the difference?
Very well said.
It takes a lot of effort sometimes to be able to vet stuff and figure out what is and what is not on your own. and you have to be a reader, and you have to understand the meaning of certain words. Like
Yeah.
words fucking mean things. So how can you tell, is this a piece of news art? Is this a news article, or is it fucking propaganda? Is it both?
Yeah.
You know what I
This is
mean? Like,
true.
because
This is very true.
a lot of it sounds the same. A lot of it sounds the same. And when you
Yeah.
have these bad faith, bad actors globally, country is really relevant. They're going to exploit as much of that shit as they can.
Yeah. Now, I
And
hate to use I hate using the term fake news. I think that term is so stupid because there's always news that's not news. You know what I mean?
sure,
Like, because it can be because fake news. Yeah, there's fake news. Obviously,
right.
but anyway, yeah, the term is stupid to me. But
Yeah.
like, it's hard to determine sometimes when you're watching, especially international things. You know, who are the good guys? Who are the bad guys? You know, and
Mhm.
then you have everyone here in America kind of who don't know about things that happen, who don't know the inner workings, and then they throw
Sure.
in like some of their, I don't want to say ideals because everyone has the right to have their own their own ideals, but it's some perspectives of people that
Mhm.
drive people to make you think like, well, well, maybe this person is yada yada yada, and that person is yada yada yada, and that company's blah blah blah.
Right.
It's just gotten weird. It's gotten
It
weird.
is. It is, and that's sometimes we need to freaking take a step back and go outside and touch grass. You know what I mean? And just do, you know what I mean? Like get our faces out of the screen
Yeah,
and just try to go relax. Because like ultimately, I think what it comes down to is um, you're not going to be able to stop the march of progress, and the
what up?
progress can either come peacefully, or it's going to come with a lot of chaos. And there's some people that would rather see the chaos before the progress. So, keep your eyes and ears open. You know what I mean? And yeah,
Absolutely.
watch out for the spy guns.
Yeah, yeah, and God, I appreciate you giving me the time to talk about this. I thought this was really cool. I saw it, I was like, this is cool.
I,
Like,
I,
this is fucking cool.
yeah, yeah, and
You
Yeah.
know?
I've read about clandestine activities and CIA stuff and FBI stuff. I mean, since I was a teenager. So we're talking that, almost 30 years, John. I mean, I've been reading about stuff like this, and
Now,
it's a fascinating aspect of our country and our government, and
now
some of its arms. You know what I mean?
I have to ask you because you say you're familiar with this stuff. Are you
Hmm.
familiar with Frank Dukes or Frank Ducks?
Yes, fucking what fucking blood sport. Are you talking about blood sport?
You have to listen to the episode of You, Me, and Laura that Brandon did about Frank Ducks.
Yeah, the bullshito guy,
Yeah, it
bullshito
is.
master.
It is one of the funniest things, and we're coming to the end. But I want to bring up something. I was playing Call of Duty with From the Dungeon yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
and he said, "Where's Jay? Where's Squillini?"
You're gonna have to. We're still working on a couple of
Yeah.
situations here. Like, so I do apologize. I know we've been talking about
No,
getting
yeah,
on Game Pass, and yeah, I'm in the middle of buying a new fucking car, and
yeah, yeah.
I'm having some difficulties right now. So it's
No,
kind of
yeah, no, but yeah,
yeah.
he asked me yesterday, and I was just like, he'll come. He's coming.
Eventually,
Yeah,
is it good so far? Are you still enjoying it?
I'm having a good time. I don't play it a lot. Maybe I'll play like maybe 2 hours every other day, every 2 3 days or something like that. I don't play it every day.
Not like we used to
Yeah.
play.
Oh no, I don't know what he means by that.
Damn, homie,
Yeah,
calling
like,
you out. It's calling
well,
you out, son.
yesterday we played a couple rounds yesterday, and I came out with a pistol, and I had like 30 something and 8, and like every like other round after that, every other round that we played that I had with a pistol,
Uh-huh.
I was just like wrecking shop, and I told him like once I'm comfortable, I'm comfortable, and
Yeah.
and we all like you, Jay, when you're comfortable, ooh, you're
Oh,
comfortable.
that fucking you remember that fucking that AK I put together? And it had
Yes,
like
I do.
it was an AK with a fucking optic on it, and freaking like people used to get fucking mad at me.
Yeah,
fucking mad at me. I
they
used to have
have
entire other teams raging at me, like
they have
raging at
this
me.
perk. They have this perk where you can have now 8 attachments on your weapon.
Okay.
And I hear that like, oh. And, and I have this monstrosity of a M4 with all these fucking attachments on it, and I'm just like, this is my baby. This is my baby.
And then you wreck shop, and
Yeah.
people cry about it.
Yeah, but generally, yeah, I am still enjoying it. I do still enjoy Call of Duty. I play it. I play it every now and then. Oh, that was okay. This is something we need to talk about real quick. So we played with a guy named Johnny Riffs, and then we were playing with From the Dungeon, but From the Dungeon got a speech warning.
Okay.
But we were in a private party. And they said they turned off his mic and everything. You see, that's kind of fucking crazy, because now that just makes me feel like they're listening to us now.
What did he? Well, what did he say that got him banned?
But that's the thing. When I was with him, he didn't say any, because there was a point at the end of the game where we didn't hear him anymore, and we were trying to figure out why. And now we know why. Yeah, we were doing private chat. We were in a in-game private chat,
and he still got banned.
He still got banned.
Still got a 24-hour ban.
And now I'm really thinking, like, was there anything crazy that we were saying out? And I was like, no. Yeah, we were saying the regular shit. Fuck, bitch, pussy, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know, that was it.
The seven dirty words, that you can't say on television or whatever. Like from Carlin.
Yeah, and it was crazy.
Cocksucker motherfucker.
I've also never met a guy that had such an accent too. Johnny Riffs.
Johnny Riffs. I love that name. It sounds like a rock star. Johnny Riffs.
Right?
Like, does he play with his shirt off? You know what I mean? Like, Johnny Riffs.
We'll have to ask him, but there was nothing crazy that was said. You know what I mean? Like, it was just the regular shit talking stuff.
But it was in private, and he still caught a 24-hour ban. That is a little concerning to me too.
Look at that.
Called it.
There you go. So guys, we're coming towards the end of the show. This was a good episode. This was fun, and it's crazy. Well, I can't put that on the screen.
Oh, what is
from the dungeon?
What is it?
Look at the chat.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay.
Well, if it was in a public server, if it was in a forum, you can kind of understand it.
Yeah.
In a private chat, that's a little bit like,
it's weird.
That weirds me out too. That weirds me out too.
And I know for a fact that we were in a private chat, because like I could hear the other teams, but they couldn't hear me.
Interesting.
I was only able to communicate with Johnny Riffs, the lead guitar player, and David from the dungeon. So it was very interesting. And then there's also a big problem right now where people are having an issue in zombies where they're grinding 12, 13 hours and getting to a certain level, and then they do like an injection. I don't understand the zombies mechanics and things like that, but they're doing something which is deleting all their progress in zombies. And no one likes a game-breaking glitch. So I think you guys need to fix that.
Fair.
But yeah, when do you guys want to take it?
I think it's Joe. I think it's your week, brother.
Well,
spotlight.
No pressure.
So nah, we're good. It's we're coming up. We're what? Going on the week before the week of Thanksgiving now. So
yeah, we are.
Yeah,
so we're right at the fucking holidays now.
Yep, it's happening.
And during this time, we deal with a lot of remembrance and thoughts on those that we've lost, those that are close to us that might not be with us anymore. During this time, depression's a real fucking killer. It can both be fucking figuratively and literally. It's a big killer during the holiday seasons. And us here at DD214 Network, we want everybody to pay attention to your own mental health. Pay attention to the mental health and the well-being of those around you. Because we don't need anybody to cross over to the other side quite yet. It's always too soon. You might think personally that there's nothing left to live for, if there's nothing worth continuing on about. But you've got your family, you've got friends. If you don't have family around anymore, you've got your friends. There's still someone out there that fucking cares enough about you. Reach out, talk to the people that you can confide in. If you don't have anybody to confide in, reach out to the National Suicide Hotline by texting or calling 988 or dialing 1-800-273-8255. That's 1-800-273-TALK. If you don't want to reach out to those avenues, you can contact myself, John, Jay, any of us here on the podcast, through Discord primarily. There's other avenues, but Discord's definitely the preferred method to reach out if you need that ear. We're here for you. The community on our Discord is also here for anybody and everything as needed. We have a great group of people that are behind us, in front of us, to the left and to the right of us. Let's just keep on keeping on, push through, because we want everybody here in 168. We want everybody here for the next formation. We don't want to hear that we've lost another.
Beautifully said, brother.
Thank you.
Said.
Thank you.
Guys, we will be back. Same bat time, same bat channel. We're actually on time today. It was really good.
Yeah,
we're kind of on time.
Yeah, we are. And we should be live next week. I don't think I'm working.
Okay,
next,
cool.
Yeah, so we should be live again next week, regular time. We will be back in 168 hours. So yeah, everybody have a good week ahead. Stay safe out there. I know temperatures are finally starting to drop. It's the middle of fucking November, and I'm still wearing a goddamn t-shirt. So we're looking forward to getting a little chilly this week.
Yeah,
so
and my air conditioner's coming off this week too. So
I'm telling you, man, bundle up out there. Freaking, love the ones you're with. All right, like give some of the homies the love. What are you laughing at?
Squillini, do you leave your air conditioner up all year?
Yeah,
he has to. He has to because it was fucking all the goddamn machines in his house. His house would be a fucking.
I forgot.
In the townhouse, I've got this one in my office, which is actually off right now because it got down to 36 last night. So I just cracked the fucking window in the office while I was working.
Crack the window when it's 30-6 outside. Crack the window. Did you hear that, John? Like,
but there's also another one in my fucking bedroom. So the main unit doesn't heat or cool efficiently the upstairs and the downstairs. It heat rises, so it gets so fucking hot up here. The unit in my bedroom is set to fucking 61 and still fucking on right now.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. Like, you're a goddamn polar bear, dude. I don't even like I when I got out of the army, I'm glad I'm not fucking cold anymore. Okay. I was sick of being cold and fucking wet and tired. Okay. Like, fuck.
I don't like doing that now.
I stay too fucking hot.
Fair is fair. Your body, not mine.
Fair is fair. Ladies and gentlemen, 168 hours. We love you guys. We'll see you next time.
Be good. Go Chiefs.
Go Chiefs.
Well, yeah.